Hello and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to May's wrap-up for How to Kill a Kit with Style. So of course make sure you pop on down below. Now we put our wrap-ups up. Not everybody will have their wrap-up up today. Today is the 31st. Some may have had it up yesterday. Some may have it up tomorrow. The same thing with sharing our June kits, but through the last couple of days and the first couple of days we always get our wrap-ups up and our new kit shares. This month I'm on the actual last day of the month, and tomorrow I will have my kit share up on the first day of the month. So there you go. Now for May, I'm going to go with mitigated results. Now, as you know, I had this kit out and I shared it with you, and we talked about this kit that I had put together for the Me, Myself, and I project, Me, Myself, and I 2021, the project that I'm doing spread out through the year, the brainchild of the lovely Heba from My Little Journal, and she did it throughout the month of January. I had put a kit aside based on Go the Scenic Route, and I added a few things to it, and then I brought in the focus of the month, which was unfinished projects. Now, I did not intend on finishing this project completely. I had 6 spreads already completed. I wanted to do 6 more. I got 4. I'm gonna go with that. That's fine. I got 4. I at least made a concerted effort to get some of those lovely projects done and into my books and change my mindset from the 12 by 12. So we'll go through that. But then with the kit itself, that I didn't do as well. I had a couple of sort of pre-prepared ones. And if you saw my scrap along video of last week, you'll see that I have moved a couple of those over into what I'm calling some starting points, so that I have a few pages ready. And then I used a couple of pages from the kit, but I then also went into my stash. So that's where I'm calling it mitigated. So the first project that I got done, and this one I think is fun because I reverse. Generally I decorate the left hand side of the page and I keep the right hand spread for the journaling, but the way this was on the sketch, first of all I used a sketch and I did a scrap lift. So this I did for the Stretch the Sketch, May Stretch the Sketch, and I was scrap lifting Janet Fritz from Galaxy Girl Creations. I was scrap lifting her take on that sketch, which had been a sketch from 30 Days of Sketches Series 7. So I've got the decorated side on the right and the journaling on the left. And I kind of like it. It'll be something a little bit different. It'll break it up in the album for the eye. I got some fun die cuts on there. I did get a little bit of the kit. This background paper is from the kit that I had put together, and some photos of Daylily. So all of these have videos in their own right, so I won't spend too much time. Then this I did completely from the kit, so I'm quite happy with that. I used some of the die cuts, the stickers, these lovely little puffy stickers. So this I did do completely from the kit that I had put aside, and I'm quite pleased with that. I've not done the journaling. It's not really something that I want to share publicly, so this was something, the prompt for this is something I miss, and it's all about the garden, excuse me, in the country, when my sister from another mister and her ex-husband had a home in the country, and we had a joint gardening project, and I would go spend a good part of my summers there. So that's this one. Then this one, now you see, this is where I went into the Heidi Swapp Old School and the Heidi Swapp Carefree that I wanted to get used up a little bit in some of my other projects this month, and it sort of morphed into this project. So it's for the unfinished focus, project focus, but I did not use my kit. So there you go. But I do love, and I love that it will bring a different color scheme, a different depth into the album. And I'll come back once I have probably another, because I'm going to continue. I definitely want to get, by the end of June, I want to try and get 15 of these done, which means I do have to do the 6 in June. So let's see if we can still make that happen. This is a scrap lift of the lovely She's Crafty for May I Scrap Lift You, this side of it. And then, of course, my journaling side. And I always try and replicate a little something that I have on the left-hand side to put it on the right-hand side and do a little bit of minimal decorating. And then the last one, which may be one of my favorite projects of this month for sure. It got me out of my comfort zone. I love the deep colors. I used this entire 6x8 as a background where, if you recall, my original intent was to just use part of it. But in the end, I love the depth that it gives. And this one is simply about one of our favorite places in our home. And that obviously would be my scrap space. I love that I got a fun pocket on here. All of these gorgeous Nicole Jones 911 florals. They're the flowers number 2. And for this, I scrap lifted the lovely Sabri. And all of the links, of course, oh, excuse me, it's very early in the morning here. All of the links to everybody that I scrap lift are in the appropriate video. So those are the projects. Now I still have a lot of this left. I did use quite a few. I did use some of these die cuts. I definitely used the puffy stickers in the black and the pink, so I did get some of that used. I used some of these gorgeous little enamel shapes. I did not use any of the chipboard, and quite frankly, I'm not really too sure why I have that in my 6x8 album, because I'm not sure that I'm going to use that. We'll see. But I think, now I still have these lovely alphas, which are going to be very usable. And I did definitely use the alphas. So I have these still here. And then, of course, a lot of the fun Nicole Jones 911 printables. I used a lot of the florals. So I did use the kit, and I've had it together now for a couple of months for this particular project. I am going to take it apart as it is, and I'm going to integrate it into my starting points, which you should also see tomorrow or the day after. In addition to my How to Kill a Kit with Style for June, I'm starting a summer series, which I'm calling Starting Points, which if you watched my video, not yesterday, but last Sunday, the year-long scrap-along, sort of getting ready to set myself up for a little bit of a win with that. If you saw that video, that gives you quite an idea of what that project is all about. So I will have that for you tomorrow, and I'm going to integrate that into that project. So there you go. Use the kit, but I did go outside of the kit. I wanted to get 6 spreads done. I got 4 done. I'm giving myself a B. I'm going to give myself a B. What do you think? Let me know down below. Please, of course, make sure you follow all the links down below to see what all of my lovely friends got up to this month. And I will be back here with you tomorrow. Stay safe, my friends, and happy scrapping. Bye for now.